Hi, I'm Abe Stone, the author of So Start Over. And today I have a quick question for you. Have you been faced with personal loss recently? Or perhaps you've been struggling with fear and stress and anxiety over your career path. Or maybe you're having challenges in your personal life that you just don't know how to cope with. Well, I have something special for you today. And I want to give you access to tools that thousands of people have used to reach deep down into the subconscious mind and change their programming for success. This is especially important if you've been faced with extreme failure or loss as I was. You no longer have to struggle with those feelings of disappointment or stress. In fact, you can start turning your life around in just a few short minutes. Let me ask you a question. What has your life been like for the last 3 months? Now, what if those last 3 months were your next 3 months? And how about the next 3 months after that? And another 3 months after that? Look, you're going to keep getting the same results you've gotten if you keep doing the things you've always done. Now imagine if you could wake up every morning after a long, refreshing night's sleep, happy and excited about what the day may bring. How about reaching the end of the day and being able to peacefully lay your head on your pillow with a sense of satisfaction and quickly fall into a deep, restful sleep? If that's not your current reality, do you have any hope for turning your life around? How are you handling the stress and the challenges that you're currently facing? Have you had the time to keep up with your life, much less make changes in your daily schedule that could move you in a new direction of fulfillment, inner strength, satisfaction, and happiness in your life? Let me ask you something. Do you have 5 minutes a day which you could invest in yourself and creating a life you'd love? That's right, there are some amazing tools you can use for as little as 5 minutes a day which give you the confidence, peace, and clarity you're looking for. As a student of life, I love to study what makes us tick and how our minds work. This has been a passion of mine for years, which led me to become a life and business coach and train with Noble Manhattan Coaching, one of the first coaching training companies in the world. As friends and acquaintances started asking me for personal coaching, in every case they began to experience these really interesting insights and growth, clarity, and change in a way that they'd not been able to previously. All of this simply from coaching and the use of some amazing personal development tools. Of course, each person's experience varied in their level of success and the results that they achieved. I remember one friend, she was so thrilled with her experience that she started paying for coaching sessions for some of her friends. Of course, my family began to benefit from it as well. A while back, fairly early on in this journey, as a single father, I was overwhelmed by my children's needs when focusing on their scholastics. I was especially concerned about my preteen daughter at the time. She was struggling with her schoolwork and wasn't doing well emotionally because of it. I really wanted to help her, but I remember feeling I was failing her, and I was frustrated that she was so worried and down. One day, we were talking about it and emotions starting to rise. Though I was not able to initially control my reaction, I realized this was the time to use coaching. I remember going into my room and standing there alone, counting to 10. It just seemed to kind of take the edge off, really. I called my daughter in, and we started exploring what things were like for her, from her perspective. I stuck strictly to open questions, and I took back words and rephrased questions when I slipped. As I let coaching work for me, I used a very simple 5-step process which began by being clear about the topic and then asking her what her goal was. We then took time to explore her reality, where things were practically speaking, and where she felt she was in relation to what she considered her goals. Moving on, we looked at what her options were for reaching those goals and changing her situation. Finally, I remember being able to set some clear action steps and timeframes for accomplishing those goals and making a clear way forward for her. It soon became apparent that she had some negative mindsets and beliefs about herself and her abilities, her circumstances, and which were keeping her in a negative frame of mind and unable to separate facts from perceptions and feelings. I won't get into the details of how this conversation went here. Those will be covered in a chapter in the book on coaching. But I will tell you this, my daughter realized something very important that day. It's not the circumstances that dictate how we feel and the results we are experiencing. It's our thoughts. It all came down to taking a close look at her feelings and thoughts and understanding what she really wanted. She then began to understand how to change her thinking in order to be empowered and to take action and achieve the results she was looking for. All through the coaching and the use of some very simple personal development tools. Now, I love coaching and I love working with clients. However, when coaching one-on-one like this, the number of people I can help is limited by my time and my physical presence. So I wanted to find a way to make these amazing changes and experiences available to you and to as many people as possible. This led me to compile some of the key tools into a short practical guide so you can begin to experience them for yourself. Now, you may already be doing fine, and you may know about and be using the very techniques I teach in this book. Now, if that's the case, kudos. You know this stuff works, and you don't really need my help. However, there is a chance that you may be like my editor, a friend of mine who emailed me at one point when working on the book and wrote, "Abe, this was the first time I have understood some of these principles, and they are actually starting to make sense to me." I had a similar feeling when I began to delve deeper into the world of personal development. To be honest, I thought I had life pretty well figured out before that. Maybe you can relate to some part of my story. I was a full-time volunteer worker and a community leader. I was living a life of service to others in a religious organization. My beautiful wife and I had 4 wonderful children. Now, providing a happy, stable family environment for them was a cornerstone of my life. Somewhat suddenly, the bottom of that life just seemed to drop out. In short, I ended up divorced and living with 3 of our children. Additionally, I lost the career I had been building because of the changes in the organization. Stress began affecting my health. Being in my late 30s, I was sure I was never going to be of much use to anyone ever again, considering I'd been what I thought was just such a failure. It was at that low point that a friend introduced me to a life coach and a coach trainer. I attended a couple of the coaching seminars, then I began to read as many books as I could from established experts and leaders in the fields of personal development, human potential, coaching physiology, NLP, psychology, and so on. I became a dedicated student of personal development, really. After the seminars, they offered me an accredited coaching course with their company, which I bought and successfully completed by studying part-time while tending to the changes that I was going through in my personal life, as well as caring for 3 of my children as a single father. During the same period, I began to receive personal coaching, the effect of which was nothing short of miraculous. It was amazing. I became hopeful again about my future. I didn't have all of life figured out, and I still don't, but my path and my action plan became clear as I took steps to start my life over again. I'm loving the results and enjoying the process of designing and building my new life. In my book, So Start Over, I show you how these tools worked in my life, and I walk you through the exact steps you can take so you can start experiencing the results you are desperately looking for in your life. So let me be your coach as I take you step by step through a coaching model. We will actually work through it together. Now, this book is not only my story and insight into these amazing tools, but I've included worksheets throughout the book so you can easily apply what you learn. And as a special bonus, I've also created cheat sheets on how-tos you can download and print and post or carry around with you so you can have access to the information while you are learning and developing these new habits. Now, all of these worksheets are included in PDF format for easy downloading as well. The great news is you can start now to learn about and experience this personal transformation. All you need to do is get the book on Amazon and send a copy of your receipt to bonuses@sostartover.com. Think about it. You can get insight into and experience with some of the most successful personal development tools in the world. You can also get special worksheets and cheat sheets to speed you along the way for the price of an ebook. Now, compare that to working one-on-one with a coach. An average coaching session starts at around $150 an hour and could be as much as thousands of dollars an hour. Let's say we do work through the tools and the techniques you will learn about and experience in this book. If you were to work with me, we would typically work through these tools and use them over a period of 3 to 4 coaching sessions. Now that would cost a minimum of, say, $450. Now contrast that with immediate access to clear instruction with actionable tools you can use today to start you on this journey for only the price of an ebook. Now, if you are new to the personal development world, you will begin at once to form a solid base from which to launch on your personal growth journey. Sure, you can surf the internet and find most of these things for yourself for free, but I believe that you're here today for a reason, and you want to start down this journey now. You don't want to keep looking around, casually trying to figure out what to do. So here's what you do now. Click on the Amazon link on this page, which will take you to the Kindle store. Have your copy of the ebook sent to your personal Kindle reader. Email a copy of the receipt to bonuses@sostartover.com. Confirm your access to your bonuses by clicking on the link in the email that I will send to you. And begin experiencing the clarity, direction, and change you are looking for in your life. Guess what? I have another valuable bonus for you. You will also get access to one of my best video training collections, the Life Hack Video Vault for Life Design. In this training, you will learn things like what 3 elements are key to experiencing the breakthroughs you want, morning hacks to set yourself up for great days, a beginner's meditation technique, a tactic for instantly eliminating the stress and strain of worry, and more. I really want you to benefit from this book and the tools you receive. To be honest, the information in this book is priceless, and I think these bonuses make it a no-brainer. Really. Again, if you're looking for clarity, feeling frustrated about a recent failure, or simply disappointed that your life is not turning out as you had hoped, I want to give you quick access to the proven tools you can use to experience the peace you're looking for, clarity about your situation and personal goals, and the confidence you need to move in the direction you decide to take in your life. With the added benefit of the bonus downloads and the training videos, which you can keep even if you get a refund, you really are setting yourself up to win big. I really want you to have this book and start experiencing the transformation you're looking for. So click on the button, go over to Amazon.com, get a copy of the book, then send me a copy of the receipt over to bonuses@sostartover.com.